Good day students, this is mathematics class for grade 8th. Let us begin with chapter 1, rational numbers. You have already learned this concept in grade 7. A number which can be written in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0, and this is called a rational number. For example, 2 by 3 is a rational number. Here P is equal to 2 and Q is equal to 3. But 2 by 0 is not a rational number. Is not a rational number. Why? Is not a rational number. Why? Because Q is equal to, here P is equal to 2 and here Q is equal to 0. But here it is told Q is should not be equal to 0. So this is not a rational number because Q is equal to 0. So it is not a rational number. Next, you have a decimal number. If you have a decimal number, it is a rational number. Why? Because this number can be written in the fraction form as 0.5 can be written in the fraction form as 5 by 10. So it is a rational number. 0.5 is a rational number. Next, any number, for example natural numbers, if I take as 8, if I take a number 8 is a rational number. So this integer can be written as 8 by 1. So it is a rational number. What about 0? 0 is a rational number because it can be written as 0 by 1. So therefore rational numbers include the integers as well as the fractions. Okay, I can write or I can write 0 by 2 or 0 by 8. So 0 is a rational number. So rational numbers, they include integers, fractions, then they include natural numbers, integers in the sense both negative as well as the positive integers. Is this clear, students? Okay. Now next, let us learn the properties of rational numbers. Properties of rational numbers. Now let us check the first property, whether it is applicable. Whether it is applicable for rational numbers. That is, the first property is the closure property. Now let us check whether this property is applicable for addition. First let us check whether this property is applicable for addition. Now, okay, closure property, that is, if I add a rational number to another rational number, for example I will take 1 by 2. It is a rational number, and 4 by 2. So in the last in your previous class, it is in class 7, you have studied how to add the rational numbers, isn't it? Now here denominators are same. So what we need to do when the denominators are same, how to add the rational numbers when the denominators are same? Just recall how to add the rational numbers when the denominators are same. How do you add? Okay, you add the numerators and you keep the denominators same. That is, you get 5 divided by 2, isn't it? Okay. Now here, so what you get ultimately here when you add these two rational numbers, you get a rational number. So here closure property is applicable for addition. Closure property is applicable for addition. Next, let us check with subtraction. Let us check with subtraction. I'll take the same numbers, that is 1 by 2. Now since it is subtraction, I'll put the minus sign here. 4 divided by 2. Here, what is 1 minus 4? It is minus 3 divided by 2. So I told you the rational numbers include the integers as well as fractions, isn't it? When I said integers, I told you it includes both the positive integers and the negative integers, isn't it? Yes. So here I've got a negative number, isn't it? That is a negative rational number. So rational numbers can include integers which are positive or negative. So I've got a negative number here, so it is this subtraction, that is closure property, is applicable for subtraction. Is this clear, students? Okay. Now next, let us move to multiplication. Let us move to the multiplication. So here, multiplication. I'll take the same numbers, that is 1 divided by 2 and multiply with 4 divided by 2. So you get here 1 into 4 is 4 and 2 2s are 4, which is equal to 1. So 1, again it is a rational number. So closure property is applicable for multiplication. And the next, let us check with division. So here we'll take the same thing, 1 by 2. Now since it is division, divided by 4 by 2. So how to solve this? 1 by 2. Now divide, I need to take the reciprocal of this. So it becomes 2 divided by 4. So 2 1s are 2 1s are. So I'll get 1 divided by 4. So here again, this is a rational number. And you have to note that these two numbers, that is this and this, I'm not talking about this one, I'm talking about these two numbers. These two numbers should not be equal to 0. Neither this numerator shouldn't be 0 or denominator should not be 0. Is this clear? Okay, so then the division, uh, the closure property is applicable for division. Is this clear, students?